In just a few weeks, we'll be at the polls voting on some very important races here in New Mexico. And new numbers show the U.S. Senate race between Democrat Tom Udall and Republican Alan Way is getting a little bit closer. According to a Rasmussen poll, Senator Udall still holds a double-digit lead. It shows that 52% of people surveyed would vote for him and 39% would vote for Way. The report says Way has gained some ground, gaining 6 percentage points, in fact, since July. And in just a week, we'll all get a chance to see the two people trying to be New Mexico's next governor go head-to-head in a debate on TV in Spanish.
Yeah, the two candidates have been under fire recently for what some say are controversial comments they made that have offended some people in the Hispanic community. Gary King came under fire a few weeks ago for saying that Governor Martinez did not have, quote, a Latino heart. LULAC, a civil rights group, criticized Governor Martinez when an email surfaced from one of her former staffers at the district attorney's office. It talked about the governor's inaugural ball when she was first elected. In that email, a staffer wrote that the governor did not want a, quote, Mexican affair. The gubernatorial debate is expected to air on Univision, which is geared toward a Spanish-speaking audience. Governor Martinez is fluent in Spanish, while King will have a translator.
How will it impact whether or not people think of, Susana Martinez being more Latino and Gary King, hey, it's clear and obvious he's not, and maybe he's not in touch with Latino issues?
Political science professor Gabriel Sanchez there says that the debate could get interesting if questions about the candidates' comments come up. Roughly 40% of the voting population in New Mexico is Latino, and Sanchez says about a quarter of that group speaks Spanish fluently.
5:34 now. APS wants to lease the naming rights to its sports stadiums, hoping to bring in some more money.
We actually have marketability. We've just never really gone after it in a big city way.
APS says fewer kids are enrolled in district schools, and that means it's getting less money from the state. So now the district is looking for a national advertiser to put its name on a field or a stadium.
Albuquerque Public Schools now is in competition with not just private and parochial schools, but charter schools. And we need to work as hard as they do to retain and recruit students.
APS says the plan is to possibly rename parts of Milne or Wilson Stadium and have them look like UNM Stadium. It was renamed at Branch Field in 2012 after the Branch law firm donated $1.5 million. The company APS hired to handle the deal says it's already been in talks with some national companies, but is not saying which ones just yet. Live 40 is back to normal this morning after a man jumped off a bridge and into traffic last night. Police say the man jumped off the Eubank overpass onto westbound I-40. Officers rushed over there right after to try to control traffic and help the man. He is now in the hospital. Police have not said who he is.
An Albuquerque lawyer is so disturbed at what he says he's finding at city parks that he's now trying to do something about it. Carl Eric Martel here says he's been seeing drug paraphernalia, including needles, at Albuquerque parks for years. He says during his lunch breaks, he takes walks and snaps pictures of the dangerous drug needles, documenting them. He wants to eventually send his collection of photos to city officials. Well, we took Martel's photos to City Council President Ken Sanchez.
The biggest problem that we are confronting as a city is our streets continue to expand citywide, our parks continue to grow, but we don't have the personnel to maintain them.
Sanchez tells us that he wants Martel to bring those pictures to City Council to a meeting in hopes that it will spark some ideas on how to get it fixed. He also asks anyone who sees dirty syringes on the streets to call 311 and let city officials know where to send cleanup crews. It's been spreading in kids across the country. Well, now state health officials have confirmed a nasty virus is now here in New Mexico. We're talking about the Enterovirus D68. It's a respiratory infection that kids are more susceptible to. New Mexico is the 40th state with a confirmed case. Doctors say the virus spreads fast. Kids with asthma are more vulnerable. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is investigating cases where 9 kids up in Colorado have developed weakness and even paralysis. For a complete list of symptoms, go to KRQE.com.
Well, a week after Eddy County got hit with days of rain, several roads are still closed. State police have set up barricades to prevent people from driving through these dangerous roads. Some of the roads could be closed for the next 9 months. We'll keep you updated.
The recent rains delivered quite a blow to the state's chili crop. The Las Cruces Sun News reports a hailstorm on Thursday was the latest to plague chili fields in Doña Ana County. Farmers say the rain is delaying some harvests and increase the chances of chili plants getting diseases. Some fields are already reporting bacteria caused by the moisture. All right, time right now, 5:37 on this Monday morning. A New Mexico woman is on a mission to save a little girl's life in Utah.
Yeah, she's willing to do what a lot of people simply would not do. Donate her kidney to a complete stranger. This is a lot easier said than done. Jennifer Allen lives in Grant and wants to help Amanda Stewart's daughter, Liliana. She's just 4 years old. She has a rare disease that affects her intestines. Amanda's been desperately searching for a kidney for little Liliana. And Jennifer is willing to make the sacrifice, but she needs about $700 to make the trip to Utah.
If this organization doesn't pay, I don't know. We're going to have to do like bake sales.
I have such strong faith that everything's going to work out for the both of us.
So if Jennifer is able to get the money from an organization or people donate it, the transplant could happen as soon as next month. We'll keep you updated on that, and props to her.
Yeah.